the jazz hands going. Come on, let's get those jazz hands going. There you go. Josh and Josh doing the jazz hands. There they go. We are live. We are live. This is episode, I have no freaking clue, 293. 293 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, coming to you live from the Strange Media Studios. Our special guest tonight, there they go, Josh and Josh, Black Diamond Guns and Gear.
What's going on, man?
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Yell at you because I have a microphone right here. I keep forgetting that. I'm used to having to yell for our microphone when we do videos.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And my apologies to everyone for us coming on here a little bit late. It's mostly my fault. Just getting tech stuff set up around here. It's a little bit crazy. I didn't send these guys the link. My microphone's not working. Something with the heat. Why do you guys need heat? Where are you?
We are in Tennessee, and it is 37 degrees right now.
And it was 37 degrees earlier today.
Yeah,
we don't know about right now.
We were shooting our 7/6 Tuesday video for next week, and it was 37 degrees then. I don't know what it is right now. It's kind of cold, though. But
I thought you guys were somewhere where it was like -10.
I mean, if you can tell, we have this high-tech studio we got that we're setting in here, right? But this is really in my garage. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you need some kind of heat then. Okay, fine. Yeah, Armament and Axes gave us $2. He says, "Sick of waiting, Hank. Hurry up." So we're here now. We're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk to Josh and Josh. If you guys would help us out and smash the thumbs ups, share this. We're gonna talk about all kinds of things going on. It's a Wednesday. It's been so crazy. I didn't even get to like my barber and get my hair cut. I'm feeling kind of like I'm feeling real. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have some kind of barbery skills?
Well, I mean, no, just like homemade barbery skills.
Oh,
have you seen this haircuts? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just went blind for a second. I'm sorry.
That's why I wear a hat.
Yeah, no, I only go to professionals.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I would too.
Yeah, I need
I just have a beard. I don't even have hair, and I get my beard cut by a professional.
Just pull it all down here, right? Just pull it down. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
You know who Whitechapel is?
Whitechapel?
Yeah, they're a metal band.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, Whitechapel's like the biggest death metal band in the world right now, right? Well, they have been for the last like 10 years. Anyway,
okay. All right.
The guitar player, the entire band is from Maryville, where we live at, in Maryville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I don't want to like name throw out there, but we're pretty good friends with them. And I get my hair cut by their guitarist because he's like he's an actual barber. He went to school and everything. And
okay, cool. And they're a big band, but he has time to cut your hair?
Yeah, when he's not on tour, he works in a shop down here, and cool. He cuts my beard. I don't have hair, so he has to cut my beard.
Okay. Do you have to shave your head to get it so shiny and blinding?
Yeah, I shave it about every 2 days. I shave it in the shower.
Well, I will say this is it may have something to do with baby oil.
Oh yeah.
It has something to do with what?
Baby oil.
Baby oil. Uh-huh.
We did a video today with baby oil.
Okay. I know the people are going to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Might I suggest some tanning oil for that cue ball?
Yeah, no kidding.
What about you, Arthur Josh? What do you have going on to that thing?
What, under my hat?
Oh, look, see, he's got some hair.
Some hair.
And he's got a little Superman S curl.
I don't ever see him without a hat either.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I kind of got the Eddie Munster thing going,
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock it. Just making it harder for everyone to separate one Josh from the other. Both wearing hats, both have beards, both have glasses.
Yeah. One's fatter and one's smaller. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You guys have coats on. I cannot tell.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Slim and sleek.
I could take this off if you want. And we
oh my God! You've totally. That was just like total whiteout just now.
Is that a first topless scene on Hank Strange podcast?
Unfortunately, yeah.
This was a PG, podcast. Now
put some little nipple stickers on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
what we do with the
yeah.
giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I
please.
did, a lot of people don't know this, but I did that because my nipples were so hard that they were poking through my shirt that I had on. And I was like, man, I got to calm these down. So I took some of that blue tape. We just used to tape up that fan over there. And I put them on my nipples to tape them down so they wouldn't stick through my shirt so much.
I'm not sure.
So that was a picture that was taken right
Mhm.
after we got done doing that.
Oh,
And I had them on for a reason. It wasn't like for a joke, and it was just like, haha, this is funny. I literally put those on there to keep my nipples down.
right. Okay. So you apparently are a flasher.
Yeah.
Serial flasher. You're a serial flasher.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. If we still have anyone with us, yeah. Yeah. If we still have anyone with us, welcome
They
to the
love
show.
it.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. We're going to talk about, I don't know, whatever the Joshes want to talk about. I do know that there's some gun news out there that I wanted to touch on. Specifically, you know, there's like I don't know if you guys heard this, but there's a governor-elect that's going to be going into power in Nevada. And basically, he's taking guns down.
What?
Yep. Let me see. I'll throw this up here so you guys can read this. This is on the truth about. Here, I'm going to throw it up here in the chat, and then I'll throw it over in the regular chat so everyone can see that. I didn't even realize this. I know there was a bunch of elections that just went through, and somehow it flew under my radar. But this is on the truth about guns. Nevada Governor-elect Sisolak. I want to ban assault weapons, silencers, and bump stocks.
Really?
So there you go. In the state of Nevada.
In Nevada?
Yeah, he looks like a very angry man.
Where you can pay people to have sex with you. He wants to ban that.
Yes, apparently so. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. So we'll get...
The guy that owned the bunny ranch died and everything went to hell.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I don't know if they shut down the bunny ranch, but maybe they need to expand it. You know, Psycho 316 says he ain't taking shit down, Hank. We will fight him every step of the way. Yes, I totally agree with that.
What they gonna do for SHOT Show? Isn't that where SHOT Show always is?
Yeah, that's true. That is where SHOT Show is. Do you guys go to SHOT Show?
We haven't been yet.
Oh, okay.
We got invited, and we're I guess trying to figure out if we want to go.
Yeah.
So
it's, you know, I've heard that, you know, you should go just if you've never been, you should at least go once, you know. But I like NRA. I like doing that show a lot because you get to talk to everybody that watches your show and stuff for the most part. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. By the way, I see the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
To me, it's like it's just it's more laid back and not so commercialized, I guess, or something like that. I think SHOT Show's more for industry stuff, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. By the way, shout out to Babyface P. I see him in the chat. I also see Patrick from the Firearm Rack. So the two Patricks are in the chat right now. Shout out to them. We got the two Joshes and the two Patricks over there. Yes. Oh, yeah. So on the subject of SHOT Show being in Nevada, yes, it is in Las Vegas. I think that I'm going in January. I think it's a good thing to go to on my part. Maybe not for everyone. It's very expensive, Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's another reason why.
Yeah, it's expensive to get out there, to stay there, to have a orange juice is about $5.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you know, like a little glass of orange juice.
Yeah, that's a little much for me.
Yeah, so it is a little bit crazy. I wish that they would not do it in Las Vegas, but they do. And
I mean, where else could they do it at?
Well, before they used to switch between Orlando and Las Vegas. They can do it anywhere.
Oh, that's closer to you.
Yeah, it's closer to me. I don't necessarily need it to be in Orlando. I'm sick and tired of it always being in Las Vegas. I think Las Vegas is really crowded. Too much traffic. They just put some kind of foosball something or other stadium or something they're building up in there. I'm not into football.
Even if it's not gun people, Nevada and Las Vegas specifically is really, really touristy section. So I mean, it would be super crowded all the time, I would think.
Yeah, it is, and they just keep adding reasons for it to get crowded. However, I think that there's some kind of deal that the Shooting Sports Foundation has made with Las Vegas specifically to do that show, so it's going to be there for a long time. How do I think that's going to affect SHOT Show? I'll be honest with you, I really don't think the Shooting Sports Foundation, it has like a very strong spine. And I don't know if I really believe that they're super gun people personally. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll step up. Maybe they'll start pushing back on some of this stuff. Maybe they'll start fighting for Second Amendment rights. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have, I do know some people over there. I've talked about it before, but I don't really find, I don't know. I'm not really super impressed by them. So I don't see that they would push back on this in any kind of way, because if they were, you'd already be hearing about it from them.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, but we'll see. I'll give them some time to get their act together, have some board meetings, figure out what they believe in.
The guy that did HR 1138 or whatever that new one is that they just have out. Where's that guy from? Is he from New York?
The person who introduced it.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I can't remember.
I think it's New York. No, it might be California.
Good question. I'm sure someone here will answer that. I am not 100% sure on that, or we'll look it up. Okay. We'll look it up and find out about that. So
either way, he's talking about that's the one where they're talking about
no more parts kits coming in the United States. 3D.
It's the 3D gun printed ban thing.
Right. Yes.
Which doesn't really touch on 3D guns at all, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. DJR Partners Limited says New Jersey. He's from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah. So pretty same thing.
Yeah, I mean that would really, I mean, if and I don't see it going through, but I mean that would cripple the
dude. It
gun
wouldn't surprise me though, honestly. If it went through, it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
Because that's eliminating all your AK pattern rifle parts kits coming in the United States. That's eliminating all your FALs, all these weapons that your home builders like to build, on registered receivers.
I mean, hell, if you wanted to do a 80% lower on a Glock, not happening anymore.
Yeah,
that's the point. The point of all of this stuff is to shut that stuff down. I think there's a lot of people asleep. I think there's a lot of people out there who aren't getting mad about this stuff, including gun guys, but also politicians that are supposed to be on our side, organizations that are supposed to be on our side, like the NRA. Yep. I think a lot of these people are just sitting on the fence for some crazy reason, and I don't really know what they're waiting for.
Why have we not seen, videos on TV and stuff like that about NRA fighting against this? Why haven't we seen that yet?
On TV? Or
like TV running ads on computers on TV and everything about them fighting against it. Why haven't we seen anything like that yet?
I don't really think the NRA cares at this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're a proponent of the bump stock ban for sure. Yeah. That's one thing I know for sure. They opened that door. Remember, this was all part of the three-dimensional.
I didn't know that.
This was all part of the three-dimensional super chess that they were playing, if you remember. And the NRA, the NRA is against machine guns. So, but they're somehow gun guys. So
yeah.
You're going to have to figure that one out. I don't know. I mean, we spend a lot of time talking about it here, but I'm not really, I'm not convinced that the NRA are the folks who are running the NRA, I should say, are real dyed-in-the-wool gun people. I don't think they really believe in the Second Amendment.
Well, you hear all these people talk about, we are the NRA, but what do we have to do with it?
I think that's a good slogan. I think it's good marketing or whatever. Yeah. But I think people now have come to the point where they're pretty much sick and tired of that, and they're not believing the propaganda that's coming out of the NRA, and that's on our side. The NRA's, like, obviously they've always had enemies and stuff like that, but we've always rallied, I think, and supported them. But I think that's all worn thin. They kind of staved that off years ago when they started bringing people on board, kind of like, bringing the youth and other people on board to speak for them. And I think that maybe helped them slow down, getting to this point a little bit. But I think right now everyone realizes that they're really not on their side. And I can see it out there. I can see the signs of people getting really pissed off at the NRA, and in some cases taking it out on those people who are the quote unquote mouthpieces for the NRA.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's 100% fair, because I think that if you go sign a contract with the NRA or a company that works inside of the NRA and you speak for them, that doesn't mean you can control them at all. It's the opposite of that. You can't tell them what to do.
What do you think would happen if Adam got on the board?
I don't think much would happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think Adam's been trying to get on the board for a long time. I voted for him. We've tried to do it. That's one person. They've set up the whole system at the NRA that you'd have to get a lot of people on the board in order to actually change something. But we can't get Adam on the board.
Right.
So what does that say?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, and I'm sure because of his position of like how people know him and stuff like that, I mean, obviously people are going to go and vote for him. I mean, you know, just because of where he stands and like,
and I'm not knocking Adam at all. I really like Adam. I think that that maybe it's a waste of our energy and time even trying to get him on the board. I think at some point, really and truly, I think you know, almost like Ma Bell, you know, the NRA probably needs to be fragmented and broken up, and I don't think it needs to go away, but it maybe needs to be smaller. And we need to support some other things that are out there that are fighting and pushing back. And they could use them. Yeah, I like the GOA. There's other organizations out there. And we're also an organization, if you think about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just decentralized and kind of loosey-goosey, and we're out there, but we can communicate with the people and give the people information, and we can rally each other. And we can get together and do stuff. We're depending, I think, too much probably on the NRA. Therefore, they're getting a lot of money. Therefore, they're getting very comfortable. They're enjoying flying around in private jets and limos and staying in really nice hotels and just balling out. I get it. Everybody wants to ball out. Who's against balling out? Not me. But, you know, it's I think it's getting old for people. So,
yeah. I don't know. It's like we met the representative that was there. I can't remember the guy's name, but he gave me his card. The guy that was at the Rec Veteran 88 annual range day. We met that guy there, and he was actually really cool. I just haven't done enough research on the GOA to know whether or not I would rather support one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I've had different people from the GOA on here. I'm not sure who you met, who you spoke with. You're talking about a GOA here, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my interpretation of the GOA is that they're very no frills, because whatever money they get, and they're definitely not getting as much money as the NRA at all. They're not getting a fraction of that. But whatever they get, they take that money and they put it into legal actions. You know, so they're actually going up there and fighting all these things as it comes up. So I think that's a good thing. One of the things with the GOA, because they're very no frills, the stuff that we all want to do, like you said, you enjoy going to the NRA convention. So do I, because I get to meet the folks out there. That's I think something that's a benefit from the NRA, but maybe we're just supporting them too much, and we need to figure out a way on our own to have our own convention somewhere else. And we all get together and do things. But the GOA is not going to do that. They take the money they get, they go out, they have lawyers, they fight stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so they're just very no frills. So somewhere in here, we either need to decide that we want the frilly party of the NRA, and therefore we want to give them most of our money because they shine the most. But if they shine the most, they're gonna shine the most, right? They're gonna just ball out and party and then get lost from a lot of the message. I think it's like the Republican Party. You know, you guys are there in Tennessee. You know, you like some good old boys. Do you guys actually still believe in the Republican Party out there?
I mean, I'm for less government, so I'm not necessarily one or the other, I don't think. Now, did I vote for Trump? Yes. Does that mean I'm Republican? No. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I voted for Trump. I was not a Republican until recently, like officially, because of the stupid way that things run here in Florida. And then eventually I was like, you know, I'm going to switch over. But I don't feel like most Republicans, I'm not going to say all, I don't feel like most Republicans reflect or even identify with me when it comes to a lot of things, including the Second Amendment.
I think that in some ways you're going to have more Republican people representing the 2A more than you would Democratic people, for sure. Like as far as like Senate and all that stuff like that. I mean, but that's just what I've seen people enforce as far as what they put in to Notion, you know, as far as like what bills they put in and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm not. We were talking to who was it? Josh Hill from Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. We were talking to him, and we said, you know, hey, you know,
what are your political views?
Yeah, and he was like, I'm libertarian, and I was just like, fuck is that? You know,
you never heard of a libertarian?
I mean, I heard of it, but I didn't know what the difference was between, you know, liberal and libertarian, you know.
Okay.
And he was like, well, I believe in basically less government and basically no government at all for the most part. And but still has moral values as far as like what the Republicans are supposed to have, as far as like believing in God and, you know, pro-choice and our life and all this other stuff. But I don't know. I was like, well, maybe that's kind of how I lean too. I guess I'm more in the middle. There's issues that I agree with as far as on some, but then on others I don't. Like when abortion comes about and stuff like that. Like I believe I wouldn't want anybody to tell me what to do with my body. Hence the reason why I have all these and stuff like that. Like, you know, so I wouldn't want anybody to tell me what to do with my body. So abortion wise, I really don't want to tell somebody what they could do with their body, except the fact that I kind of believe it's murder. So I'm kind of like on the fence in that entire situation. So I don't know if that makes me. I don't know what that
does make. It makes sense. You know, I'm personally against abortions. I do believe that it's murder of a human being.
Right.
You know, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, so, me too. I mean, I think that if you're killing a baby, you're killing a baby, no matter what you're doing. You know.
To me, I think that abortion should be used for more than birth control.
Yeah.
You know, because I see a lot of people and they're out here and they're like,
slutting it up.
I got knocked up 3 times this year and I had 3 abortions.
Right.
You know, if a woman goes in and she medically has to have an abortion, like they're like, hey, it's either you or the child. You know, I can understand that. Yeah. You know,
absolutely. There are circumstances, just like with guns. It's the same. I don't have guns so that I can kill people.
Right, exactly.
I don't. That's not what I want to do at all in my life. I don't have it for that reason. I have it so that
never has to happen, but I will be prepared for the time if it does.
Absolutely, I have it so that I can defend people, myself, and other people around me that I care about. And so that's why I have it. I don't want to do that, but it gives me options, gives me choices. So I understand why some people might want to have that option. Of course, I think it's something that, you know, that's been completely just twisted into exactly what you said. It's pretty much just, you know, like, you know, prophylactics to people, which is insane, right?
Like, it doesn't matter. I can get pregnant. It's not a big deal. I'll just get it taken care of, basically, is what the way they think. And that's not right. So that would be terrible. I mean, like I said, you're killing a baby no matter what. I mean, but like you said, if there's areas or ways that you have to do that, then it's just as far as like the Republican Party, they lean more toward moral values of, well, that is killing no matter what. And, you know, so that's wrong. Yeah. But in other ways, I don't know.
Here's what I think. Like you said that, you know, the Democratic Party doesn't. I think that the parties are pretty much the same. And I think a lot of people who identify as libertarian probably think that, you know, Republican, Democrat Party, they're pretty much the same thing. I think there's Democrats that, I guess they call them blue dog Democrats or something. If they're in areas where they feel that their constituency are very pro Second Amendment and all that, then they'll pretend to be pro Second Amendment.
To get the vote.
Yeah, to get the vote. Exactly. Then if you have Republicans who are in places like Florida where they think, oh, man, if I can get some extra votes if I appeal to these people that want to take away guns, then they're supposed to be Republicans. And you would think, man, they're for the Second Amendment, but they're not really. That's why we have gun control in effect in Florida right now. Florida is run by Democrats.
Yeah.
So I think
How
we can't
bad is
trust
it there
either
right
of them.
now? Like, what are gun control issues there? Like, what do you got going?
We already have a bump stock ban, and it's not just bump stocks.
Really?
Yeah, we have that. It went into effect in October.
No,
And it's
really?
not just bump stocks. It's anything that moderates the rate of fire of a firearm, of any firearm.
So could be binary triggers or anything like
Could
that.
be anything. It's very open.
Whatever
and
they
incredibly against the Second Amendment. You cannot buy a gun now in Florida unless you're 21 years old. There's a whole bunch of different
Really?
things. Yeah. So we have that, and we have that because of Republicans. And then at the same time, the Republican governor of Florida that asked for that, put it in effect. We elected him here in Florida to become a senator. Yeah, because he's the governor, but he's now going to the U.S. Senate.
Oh yeah.
And Floridians sent him there, and Republicans voted for him, not me, but Republicans voted for him. So that's kind of the situation that we have. I don't think that we could trust personally any politicians, and I think I'm more of along the line of being I think I'm very much along the line of being libertarian, right?
Yeah, that's what I think that I'm leaning more toward. And the problem is that there's no, when it comes to presidential elections or any other kind of election, it's not, Republican, Democrat, and Libertarian. It's not that way. It's either Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two parties you vote for because nobody else is going to win, basically. It's either one or the other. Yeah. And be honest, like everybody wants to talk about, I voted for Trump. I'm not saying that I didn't, but Trump is not the end all be all of, this is exactly what should have happened, because look what he's doing now. He's actually wanting to put in the bump stock ban.
Yeah.
And so if you're a 2A person at all, you know that any infringement is an infringement, period. It doesn't really matter what it is. Mm-hmm. Whether I agree that bump stocks are cool or not, I think they're pieces of shit. It doesn't matter. It's still an infringement on our right to have one.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think, listen, and because this is like a tough conversation, I see Babyface over there getting all cringy because we're talking about politics. I think we have to talk about these things, and we have to grow up and realize that ultimately we're all responsible for ourselves. That's why we want as little government as possible, and for them to stay the hell out of our business. We want as little laws as possible.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Government, stay out of my life, please.
Yeah. Now, if we really believe that we're responsible for ourselves, we cannot abdicate our responsibility to any politician or any other person for that matter. If you're a family, husband or wife, kids or whatever, if you're the wife, you can't abdicate securing your family to your husband. Because he's got a beard and he's a big burly guy, you can't go, oh, he's going to keep me safe. You have to think about keeping your family safe as much as he has to. Your children, you've got to impart to them that they have to do something to keep the family safe.
I'm not always going to be there to keep them safe. So
no, absolutely not. Sometimes you might be the person who's bringing the danger. Yeah. As crazy as that sounds, sometimes you're the person bringing the danger. We've seen that in the news recently. There was this guy in New Jersey who somehow got into a fight with his brother, killed his wife. So he killed his sister-in-law, killed their children. Then he went to his own house and set his own house on fire with his wife and kids in it.
Holy shit.
So this is the thing, now I think that's the same thing that we have going on with politicians. That's what I'm trying to say to people. You can't just abdicate your responsibility to the NRA or to Republicans or to anyone for that matter.
So many people do a blanket voting system. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like, oh, all Republicans. You know what I'm saying? They don't really, or I guess, listen what this person actually believes or whatever. They just think, oh, it's Republican. And going back to the whole Trump thing, it's like Trump is not a gun guy. He never has been. If he was a gun guy, he would be like us, but he's not. So he has guards probably, and he does now for sure.
Probably, for sure. He's got the Secret Service. Yeah. But he had bodyguards. So he didn't have to worry about carrying a gun. Now I've heard that he carried a Smith & Wesson J-frame 38 special, whatever. I've heard that he's one of the only people in New York that has a
whatchamacallit, a gun permit.
A CCW.
I've heard that before. I don't know how true that is. That all came circling about right around the time he was going to get elected, and I think that they did that on purpose to put it out there. Hey, he's a gun guy. Vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had such a problem with Hillary coming in and wanting to do everything against guns and stuff. Of course, you're going to have somebody come in there and oppose her and say, "Yeah, I'm for the 2A. I'm for." Of course, that's how he got all the votes.
Yeah,
of course he did.
Right. I think that there's no way in hell I was going to vote for Hillary. Voted for Trump, but no. I think that one of the things that happened with the NRA, for example, is the NRA just anointed him as a gun guy, and then pushed everyone else out of the field, you know, and went with Trump for whatever reason. And this is the thing: like, we have to ultimately tell these people that we don't like what they're doing. That doesn't mean they're going to listen to us. Right. No. But we have to make our voices heard that, hey, we don't like what you're doing. We feel like this is an infringement. Don't do it, or stop it, or reverse it. And ultimately, there has to be a point. There has to be a line in the sand that we're like, OK, this is it.
Yeah.
We're not going past this. If you want to keep doing this, you're going to have to now start arresting people.
Yeah.
In order to do this. And then there has to be a group of people, because you guys can't do it on your own. I can't do it on my own. 10 of us, 100 of us still really can't do it. We have to get together and go, this is the line where we're going through. And if you guys cross over this line, then we're going to correct that, because this is America. And what separates America, one of the things that separates America from everywhere else, is the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
And there's a point where people are infringing on it. So
it's been infringed on since 86. So
absolutely. Yeah, and what we're going to get right now is just the slow boil up, right, of things.
Yeah.
I think every little thing is a slow boil up of it. Okay, I don't know. We somehow got into that. So, which is fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good conversation. I'm checking here to see what everyone's talking about. Now, you guys are here. I don't know if you guys know this, but for the month of December, every time we're on the air, we're giving stuff away. Did you guys know that?
I did not know that.
No, we didn't know that.
Yes, we're giving stuff away.
I have a job where I go to sleep really early.
Uh-huh.
And I don't get to watch a whole lot of live stuff like I would like to. So
no, that's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to hold it against you. Maybe a little bit, but
yeah, just a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah, not really. I'm not going to hold
it the next day.
Yeah, but it's to your benefit. It's to your benefit, because we're going to give stuff away. And when we give stuff away, we're going to help you guys in the process of giving it away. So it's really going to be like you guys, giving it away. So I have a box full of stuff here that I'm going to go through. But here's the thing that we have to figure out first. We have to figure out how we're going to give it to the folks out there. And we're going to give it to someone who's watching the show live right now. And usually what we've been doing is having people go to, if we have a guest like yourselves, we have them go to their social media. So we got Black Diamond Guns and Gear here. We've got Josh and Josh. Now, what kind of social media do you guys have?
We're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And we have Twitter. We just don't ever use it.
Oh, okay. Don't use the Twitter. You're on Instagram. You're on Facebook.
We will use it if somebody wants
to. Like so what would you like some help with? Would you like us to help get some people over to your YouTube channel? Or
YouTube more than anything, honestly.
Okay, YouTube. All right, cool. So, are one of you guys here in the chat? I don't know if one of you guys are here in the chat, but I'm going to get a link here to Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Let me see. I thought I had it pulled up right here. Let me go over there. Okay. So where's the channel? Okay, here we go. I'm going to copy the channel. It's basically Black Diamond Guns and Gear on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and search that. I'm going to put a link right now. Boom, there in the chat. Everyone go there. Now, let me see what video. Let's see. I'm going to look at your channel and see what's the last video you guys put out here.
It was probably a live feed telling it we're going here.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so the live feed. So everyone go right now to the live feed. Okay, I'm going into the live feed that you guys did to say that you're coming on here. I'm going to like that live feed. Also, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed when you go in here to the channel.
Right, hit that notification button.
Yeah, absolutely. Ring the bell. Jump around twice or whatever it is.
Jump around.
Do you guys have a hashtag you like to use?
7-6 Tuesday is a hashtag.
Okay, hashtag 76
7-6 and Tuesday spelled out.
Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna go make the comment. I'm gonna go make a comment on that video right now. I invite everyone else that's watching this that wants to win. See, people always tell me, "Oh, you don't give away anything to the people here. They have to go to Instagram, Facebook, the Twitter," and we refuse to. That's how people sound out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're complaining.
We gotta quit that.
Yeah, so I've got a box of stuff that I'm gonna go through. Babyface P says it's Wednesday. If we say it's Tuesday, Babyface P, it's Tuesday because I'm a Republican, Babyface P. Yeah. So if I say it's Tuesday, you just have to believe me. You don't have any choice. Yeah,
unless you're libertarian, then you can believe me. Yeah, and I say it's Tuesday.
Yeah, because Babyface P doesn't like us talking about politics, so he just likes to believe the Republican. So go ahead. We say it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Damn it. He says no, it's not Tuesday. Look at that, standing up for yourself. Okay, so here's one thing in here. Boom. This is going to be given away to someone. This is from Mission First Tactical. It's a Glock 19/23 holster in Kydex. What? We're going to give that away.
You know why it's a Glock 19?
Why?
Because everybody has a Glock 19.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So that's one of the things that we're giving away today. If you go over to Josh and subscribe, you know what? You guys should check and see how many people are subscribed to you right now because we need to know if the subscriber count goes up.
We were at 15 something.
Yeah. Keep an eye on that and we'll see how it goes up. Basically,
we're at 1526 right now.
Okay, 1526, that's what you got right now. Okay. Well, earlier when I went to your channel, you were 1507, so you've already gone up.
What?
Yeah, you've already gone up a little bit. Okay, so that's in there. Wait, is there some kind of t-shirt in here? What? And t-shirt, whatever sizes that we have is what you're going to get. This one is an extra large. I don't know if Lola has any other sizes, but there's this is like I can open it if you guys want to see. Let me open this and show everyone this t-shirt. I think it's I'll read it for you guys here. Let's see. This is okay, what does this say? It says 22, right? 380, 9mm, 40 cal, 45, all faster than calling 911. Yeah, there you go. So you can win that also in the prize package of what we're giving away. I'm gonna stuff this back in the bag. Yeah, I wouldn't make a very good Vanna White, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, man. There's actually a lot of stuff in this box. Look at that. Combat wallet is in there. This is a big one, guys.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, so when you go over there and comment, you better be nice to Josh and Josh.
Yeah, be nice to us. Even though we show our stomachs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they like that. They probably like that. So there's a combat wallet up in there. That's really cool. Look, there's even a Chris hat in there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
For the cold, that will keep if you've got like one a pasty white bald head.
What do you call that? Do you call it a beanie or do you call it a toboggan?
A beanie, probably.
A beanie?
Yeah, I would go with beanie.
Yeah, I've heard it a lot of ways. What do you call it?
A beanie, I guess.
You call it a beanie?
Toboggan?
Yeah, when I was in
toboggan? I thought a toboggan is something you do.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was a squid.
You thought a toboggan is a squid? What?
A sled.
I don't know. When I lived in Kentucky, it was always called a toboggan. Yeah. When you put something like a knit hat like that or whatever, it was called a toboggan. And then when I moved to South Carolina, they were called beanies.
Oh, okay. The people are going to have to weigh in on that because I don't know. There's an EOTech sticker in there. Go ahead.
I just always called them beanies. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I've always called it. There's a Hank Strange sticker in there. That's pretty cool. CAA sticker patch. Sorry, that's a Hank Strange patch. CAA. This is a LMT right there. Cole Tactical right there. Have you seen these like 80s style sweatbands right there?
We did a giveaway about 3 weeks ago, and we still haven't sent the thing off to the guy yet.
Oh no! Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did already.
No, I totally forgot.
Yeah, whoever that is, if you're that guy and you're here in the chat waiting for your thing, let these guys know you're waiting. There's some Breakthrough Clean in there. There's some more stickers. Oh, this is a bunch of.
It was like Donkey Doug or something. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stickers here from Geisley that are actually pretty cool. There's a Spaceman one in there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a bunch of Geisley. This box has a lot of good stuff. Huh?
Do you get down with Patriot Patch Company?
No, I don't know.
No,
who that is.
I don't have anything from them. I've just heard about their stuff and.
Oh no, I don't know anything about that. There's a Safety Harbor Firearms patch in there. There you go. Lola even looks like a performance built KWA combat case.
Hey, so what you're saying is in that
iPhone
box you're going to get all that stuff?
Yes, all of this stuff that I was just showing. One person is getting all of this stuff in this box.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that is pretty awesome. If you're interested in winning that, Richard Rasnick says he finally got some stuff from you guys.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go.
Might have took it a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, Calico Jack said he subscribed. So everyone who would like to win that box full of goodies on behalf of Black Diamond Guns and Gear, go over to their channel. Tell the folks about your channel. Go ahead.
Oh, guys, there's a lot of gun channels out there on YouTube, and a lot of them do a lot of serious statistics and
ballistics
why this and they do all this stuff.
And
we don't take
Flamistics.
it too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We don't take life too seriously. You never get out alive. So
we're the average gun guys.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that we're funny because. I mean, I just think we're just being us, but we try to be, and it comes out okay sometimes. So
Yeah, you're not allowed to declare your own funnyhood. I just got to tell you that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say like, oh man, I'm the funniest guy. I don't know.
I mean, we are kind of funny looking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Other than that,
you guys know, you guys had that synchronized.
we planned that out. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't ever claim. I know that because I think I'm funny. I always tell Lola that I'm really funny. I could have been Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, yeah.
I could have taken that spot. I keep telling her, she's like, "No, you are not funny."
He's like, "No, put the microphone down."
Yeah, you're not amusing. So, Gatorbait said subscribe. Much love, Hank Strange. There you go. Boom.
But we do 7/6 Tuesday every Tuesday, and that's what the hashtag is. 7/6 Tuesday. It's we try to put out a video of us doing something with some kind of firearm at the range every Tuesday. And it's called 7/6 Tuesday.
Okay. The Archangel says, I need at Black Diamond Guns and Guns patch. These guys are a blast to watch and down to earth, good people.
Cool. Thank you, man. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you guys have patches?
No, not yet. We're in the works. We just we're broke, so it's hard to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we are thinking about doing a Patreon, and I don't know if that'll help or not. I mean, maybe it will. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it would help. Why not? If listen, everyone starts at zero. You got it, and you build up from there, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest with you.
Jump in.
We started in November last year, so we've only been doing this for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And when we went to Georgia, we had 700 subscribers. When we came back from Georgia, we had we went to Georgia in October, and that was the Iraq veteran shoot, and we came back, and 5 or 6 weeks later, we had doubled now we're at 1,500. So
cool. Yeah, I think it's just putting one foot in front of the other, man. There's
a lot of people that help us along the way. You guys help us out. We've been on here before. This is our second time on here. We like shooting. We've done that. And Sean Heron, man, he's a cool dude. He helps us out a lot. John Patton.
He is a little bit rapey though.
Just a little bit.
Like shooting.
And,
Yeah.
he told me not to tell us not to say anything about that night we had, but it's fine. I won't say it. I won't put him out.
Yeah.
But,
no. He's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
I'll give him all right status.
Yeah. Oh, y'all just went to the summit, right?
Yes.
How was that?
Yeah, he pretty much hashtag me too.
Yeah.
Pretty much abused me, even though Lola was there trying to save me. the whole way.
It was in Africa, wasn't it?
It was, yes, very close. It was in Texas.
Was it really in Texas?
Yeah, it was in Texas. Yeah.
Dude, I did not know that. I swear to God, I thought it was in Africa.
Well, because there was a bunch of safari animals out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I didn't know
and
that giraffes in Texas.
Giraffes in Texas? Yeah, they do, apparently. Apparently. It's going to be a sign of the apocalypse when I see giraffes in Florida, but I guarantee you there's somewhere in Florida that there's actually giraffes.
Yeah.
But that place, it did look like a savanna somewhere in Africa, right?
Yeah. It did look very safari-ish.
Yeah. Corey Williams says it's not letting her comment on that video. Have you guys checked over there on the video? Did you guys shut off comments or anything?
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Yeah, I see a bunch of them.
Oh, okay. You might want to try again or refresh or something. I see a bunch of comments in there as well.
Tango Hunter, Lola.
Yeah. Everyone, when you go in there as well, please, if for people who are going in there, like other people's comments. That'll be cool. That'll help these guys get that video bumped up a little bit.
I tell you what.
All the interaction. I'm going through and liking every comment.
Everybody should look at. Which one would be the video you think that they should look at?
I don't know. We got a
PT 111 versus SIG video that everybody should see, I think.
Okay. PT 111 versus SIG. Okay, if you guys want to check something out.
I think it says PT 111 destroyed the SIG, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. What other things? I think other Josh was telling. Are you okay with me calling you other Josh? I think I asked you the last time. Huh?
You can call me Eddie Munster if you want to. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I mean, just let me know. I can't remember what we settled on something to call you the last time. Like you guys came on.
Small Josh?
No, it wasn't that. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Cars PT 111 is better than the SIG P365 is what the video is called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So weren't you telling me though that you guys have some kind of debate about 40 caliber?
Yes.
Yeah, because go ahead. Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of people right now that are saying that, because FBI, all these law enforcement agencies, and there's tons of different agencies that are going back to 9mm. So there is plethoras of 40 caliber pistols being sold as these department turn-ins and stuff like that. So everybody's bashing 40 caliber, saying hey,
40 cal is dead,
40 cal's dead, 40 cal sucks, all these other things. And saying that is we have proof right here. We have a Glock 22 that we actually took to the range today that it is a 40 caliber pistol, but we stuck a Lone Wolf 9mm barrel in it, and we've been shooting thousands of rounds through it ever since.
So basically, they say 40 is dead and all this stuff. Well, you can buy a
conversion barrel or
department trade-in for like $250 at the local, Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo is where we go to. You can get them at
$250. How much for 240? 250?
Yeah, like $250, and it's a Glock 22 full-size handgun. You buy $119 Lone Wolf 9mm conversion barrel for it, and guess what? You got a full-size Glock 17 for $350.
So we should do like an informal poll here with everyone. We should do an informal poll. Everyone that's watching right now, you can tell us here in the chat. Are you for or against the 40 cal? Do you think the 40 cal is good or bad? Are you against it? Is it is 40 cal dead or is it alive? So let's just start that. And by the way, I will put my vote in, and I will say that the Joshes, there's something going on over there in Tennessee. There's something. They had some bad moonshine, and their brains are totally messed up. I'm against the 40. Let's start it off right there. Yeah, I'm against it.
What we just said was that we converted the 40 to 9mm. We're for 9mm. But what I'm saying is that you can buy 40 caliber guns cheap and convert them to 9mm.
Yeah, see, we're getting all kinds of comments right now. See, that's how you get it going.
Oh,
I wouldn't
I
carry
bet,
a 40. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, so wait, so what are you saying? So then that's an indication that the 40 cal's dead. Yes, you got a cheap deal on a 40, which I think is cool. What did it cost you to convert that to a 9?
$119.
Okay, so we went from what, 250 to like, I don't know, 4 something. Yeah, okay, 360.
369. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, 370. Okay, so less than $400, you got a 9. You killed the 40. You killed the 40 that you got cheap.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't want a 40. I want a 9. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, what does other Josh think? What is other Josh for the 40, or what's going on here?
I think that 40 is not a terrible round. I think that there's a whole lot worse out there, you know.
Yeah, 45.
I see. Well, I mean, I see. You know, people carrying 25 autos and 32 ACPs and stuff like that.
True,
And I'm like, hey, if you're going to carry a 40, you know, at least you know you're doing better than your counterpart here, the Phoenix 25 ACP or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I think our informal poll right now, most people are with 40.
Are with
40?
Yeah, they're 440. That's what I could see. I don't see. There's a couple of people saying they're against it, but I don't see that many. From what I'm seeing, someone else maybe keep track of it and let me know.
Wow.
Right? Are you guys looking at the chat?
No, I can't see it. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm seeing most. It looks to me like at least 80% of the people. Someone tell me if I'm right or wrong here, but it looks like 80% of the people commenting are down with 40.
Really?
So, here's what I would say about 40. First of all, I don't have it. I'm not with it. But I think that 9mm is the most popular round. 9mm works better for me. I can carry extra rounds, etc. You know, capacity wise. But here's the thing: whenever you have ammo shortages, it depends on where you are. So here in Florida, for example, if you have an ammo shortage, you will not find 9mm, but you will get 40. So
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Now up north, where more people carry 40, when you have an ammo shortage, you get 9mm, but you don't.
I wonder why a lot of people carry 40 up north.
I don't know. Maybe it used to, that could be changing, right? Because I think a lot of people got into 40 in the first place because that's what a lot of police departments, law enforcement was doing. So. So that's the thing. But you know, I do see some people here mad because we're coming down on the 40. Lots of people say they carry 40.
I'm not either for it or against it. I think that as long as you're carrying something and you're proficient with it and you get training with it, kudos to you. But in my opinion, there's a lot of advancements in 9mm self-defense rounds.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff that you could buy that would get you the same size, if not really, really close to the same size as 40, and it gives you more capacity.
And that's what, you know, I got into a debate the other day at a gun store with a guy. He was like, you know, I wouldn't carry a 9mm just because, you know, a 40 is a much more superior round. And I was like, okay, well, what makes it more superior? He's like, oh, well, you can shoot somebody with a 9mm and, you know, it probably won't do anything. I'm like, ballistics.
Oh boy. I would, first of all, what I would do if someone was having that conversation with me is I couldn't roll my eyes big like enough.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just like,
oh really? Here, let's load up a 9mm and shoot you with it and see what you think about it. That's the same conversation when someone says that you can't defend yourself with a 22.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to be shot with anything.
Yeah. If you put a 22 out there, you put a 9mm out there, you put a 40 out there, and you say, which one would you rather be shot with? I guarantee everybody's going to say none of them.
Yeah.
If they're smart, they'll say none of them.
Yeah. So Greg 98K says 40 equals more barrier penetration over 9mm and 45. He says fact, and I carry a 9mm. That's what he says. So I think, people obviously have very strong opinions about this.
Right.
So by the way,
Fort Scott Munitions?
Huh?
Fort Scott Munitions.
Am I familiar with them? I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the guy.
I might be a little bit familiar. Code Hank 10.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, these are my buddies. Why? What do you?
Paul, a guy that works over at Fort Scott, and I've been talking to him because I heard about the product. And I watched a couple videos on them, and I think I would like to maybe do some tests on them, stuff like that. But I like them, man. I think that they might over penetrate a little bit, but I think that they are really good for self defense, in my opinion. I think that their cavities and stuff that they do in their ballistics and stuff like that are actually a little bit bigger than some of the other stuff that I've carried.
Yeah, the tumble on impact and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's go through barriers and stuff like that guy was talking about. I mean, this would be superior in as far as like going through barriers and stuff, in my opinion. I think that's what it's made to do, right?
I think so. I think I think also the technology for ammunition has changed in general, right? In the whole big picture, it's changed. It's not the same that it was, 10 years ago, much less 20 or 30 years ago. So I think 380 is a little different now.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So obviously, people look at like FBI tests and this thing and that thing, and I get it. I think ultimately it's better to have something like a 22 on you than, I don't know, your keys to throw at someone.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But you've got to figure out what's going to work best for you and get into that. The whole reason why I don't go ahead.
If somebody can take a 22 out of their pocket and shoot it accurately enough to put one in somebody's eye, I don't see a problem with them carrying that versus them carrying an 9 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I don't think you have to shoot someone in the eye to do a lot of damage with a 22.
I'm just saying, as far as like accuracy goes, if you can get accurate shots on target, then whatever you're carrying is going to be effective. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After our range day today, we effectively can't shoot somebody in the eye. I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't try that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. That's not a good strategy. But I think that ammunition's a lot better. People have to figure out what works for them and what they want to carry. And then I think go with that, Yeah.
The only problem with 380 that I see is I think that you don't have the capacity there. A lot of 380s are single stack. A lot of 380s are pocket pistols.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really see a whole lot of, that I know of. I don't see any double stack 380s. Is it easy 380? Is it double stack?
No, I think it's a single stack.
Yeah,
I think that's a good point. No, not that I can think of. Jay Velez says 2 years ago this was not a conversation. It's true, right? There's things changing a lot, but I think ultimately everyone has to think about what works for them. So there's some people that don't feel comfortable shooting 40, 45, or 9.
It's definitely a snappier round than a 9mm for sure.
Yeah, I think so. You know what? For me personally, my reason I have had 40s. I have shot them. I had a lot of people recommend to me, oh, get a 40 and all that kind of stuff. I think that for me, when it comes to my own, what I carry around, I don't want to have a bunch of different calibers. Obviously, I make videos and all that, so I do from time to time shoot different things. I do have things with different calibers, so I can't, there's other people out there that can just go, oh, I'm just going to have just 9 and 5.56 or something. I don't necessarily do that, but I find that, when it really comes down to it, I would personally just choose 9, but there's people out there that choose 40, and as long as you can get ammo for it, you can go out there and train. It works for you, fits your hands, your how it feels in the hand when you're shooting it and all that, and you're accurate. It doesn't really matter. So
this is the first handgun I ever bought myself, and it is a Glock 22. It's a full size 40 caliber, and I took, before I figured out that I could take conversion barrel and do this, I shot 40 caliber. I carried 40 caliber. This is the handgun I carried, and I've done classes with it where you've done 300, 400, 500 round classes, and it's expensive, man. I mean, it is. I mean, so as far as it being 9, I can buy 100 rounds of 9mm for $16 at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Versus spending $23 to $30 on 40 caliber at Walmart.
What's the difference defensively, between the defensive rounds? Yeah, because is that for defensive rounds at Walmart?
No. This is just target loads, something to practice with, target loads, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, I think that you can find 20 round boxes, or is it 25 rounds? Is it 20?
Usually
rounds?
20. Yeah.
I think it's 20 round boxes. Like, say you're getting critical defense or
HSTs
or something like that. Hornady or
Mm-hmm.
federal HSTs. You can get those for like what, $23 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
And then I think 40 is right around the $30 range, $34 range.
Okay. Gorillas and Guns says he needs to go to Tennessee for his ammo.
Oh, really?
But here's the thing, though. See, ammo in this country changes, prices and things like that change on location. I mean, unless, of course, you're buying it online and all that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say, I mean, in Tennessee, in my opinion, they have the best prices on, well, that I've seen on ammo and stuff like that, in my opinion. Like I
Where?
said, we can go buy around boxes of Federal brass 9mm, 115 grain for $16 at Walmart.
Yeah, I think it's $170 for 1,000 rounds.
The Federal.
You know, Federal.
At
Give or
Walmart.
At
Yeah.
Walmart, yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. That's pretty good. You know. Okay. So let's see. So that's a good conversation. You guys keep an eye on your video and all that. There should be people going over there. Like I said, this whole massive box full of stuff here, we're going to be giving away. If you're just joining us and you're interested in getting all the cool stuff that's in there, there's a holster in there. There's a tactical wallet in there, a bunch of stickers, patches, all that kind of good stuff that we're giving away today. We're giving away something every day that we're on air in December. But go over to Black Diamond Guns and Gear, to their YouTube channel, and comment on the video that they have there. They just put up a live video. What was it called again? Go watch us on Hank Strange channel, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So go over there, comment on that. How's it going? You guys getting some subscribers or what?
Yeah, we got 20 people so far.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. I see the views going up on that video, all of that kind of stuff. And then continue to follow these guys and check out what they're doing. So,
like I said, we try not to take it too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
You see all these other, gun channels that take statistics and that's all they talk about and all that kind of stuff. But we really don't. I don't know any other way to say that. We try to give our information that we can, but we do it in our way. And our way is different than everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
We try to make, bring fun to it and stuff like that. That way that, and I don't want to call anybody out, but, you'll watch some YouTube videos. You're like, hey, I want to look at a video of a Glock 17 or, I want to see the new PT-111 or something like that. And you're watching for like the first 2 minutes and you're like, man, I'm already bored.
Yeah.
We're trying to get past that to people, to the fact that they'll watch our whole video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep it interesting through the whole thing. And a lot of times, like, I'm a YouTube gun person. Like, I watch everybody. So when I watch videos, in my opinion, I like to see, a little bit of action in between the talking. So that's the way we try to do our videos. We talk a little bit, shoot a little bit, talk a little bit, shoot a little bit, and it's all edited that way. So,
okay. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of different people. We're all different in how we watch YouTube and how we consume it. So you guys have to find what works for you, for your personalities and all that kind of stuff. And then as you grow an audience, the two of you will start to get into sync and you'll realize what your audience likes. And I'm not saying that you'll change things because your audience wants you to change them. But if you're entertaining enough in doing it and you're able to hold their attention, then you might even get them to adapt over to what you do, right?
Well, the ones that we started doing when we first started the channel, we did it. We did a lot in here in the studio. We didn't do a whole lot outside. We did a lot in here, and we did like one takes. Like, we didn't do any kind of editing whatsoever. We just kind of let it fly, and we didn't make anything. We didn't try to make anything funny on purpose. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. It just kind of went as it went, and if we said it, it stayed. Basically, so. When we changed our position, we changed the way we do things up. Basically, people started being more active with it. They're like, man, I like the way you do this. I like what you're saying here and all sorts of stuff. So we changed. We've actually changed from what we did before. So, I mean, you're right. And you get these comments saying, man, I love how you do this. Man, I love how you do this. And so that's what we stick to. And actually, it's kind of came out to the way our personalities are. It's worked to our advantage that we don't really have to try to be somebody on there. We're just
we're trying to be something that we're not.
Right.
We're being ourselves now.
We're just two jack-offs that slack off a little bit and it gets a little bit of views.
Yeah. I think, listen, I know how tough it is. I started doing this about 6 years ago. It was tough then. It's gotten a lot more difficult nowadays because there's so many more people that are getting into it, doing it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that the audience out there in general will find you because look, people get bored of no matter how good you are, people are going to get bored of something, you know?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how good, how entertaining you are. It's human beings, and we get bored of stuff. And at some point, I'm like, oh, I need to go off here and look at this, and then maybe they'll come back. And you shouldn't really worry about that. You should just, if you really want to do this, then just create, put it out there, try to get better and grow and learn and all that. And you know,
yeah, we said before that we're doing it. We not that we don't care if anybody watches it, but we put it out there because it's fun for us to do, not necessarily because we want somebody to watch it. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's fun for us regardless.
Yeah. DJR Partners Limited says, love to see Big Josh run at the range. Laugh out loud.
That's awesome. Yeah.
See, it's this, there's people out there that like your sexy, man. They like your brand of sexy.
Yeah.
So just keep doing it. I mean, you can make the pasties a thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can totally do that. Except for right now, it's like really, really cold.
Well, that's either good or bad, depending on, what perspective.
I don't know if I want to go out there and just paste these, but I will do that. If they want to see that, I will do it.
Okay. I would say no, but okay.
I don't blame you.
If it floats your boat, it floats your boat. That's all that matters. Calico Jack says, thanks, Hank, for sharing so many great channels that we may not have otherwise heard of. Of course, you're welcome. That's one of the reasons why I do this.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, doing your show before and doing it now, I mean, it's like we wouldn't be able to do the things we do and reach a bigger audience if guys like yourself didn't put us out there and help us out. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely.
Can't forget Lola.
Oh, absolutely. Of course. We cannot ever forget Lola because she won't let us. Listen, we all need to work with each other as much as possible. I know it's not it's not kumbaya, and I don't really care about that. It doesn't need to be, but everyone needs to try to work with each other if they can and, help each other out. So let me see. Gorillas and Guns says that I can see Josh's nipples through his sweater.
I know. I told you, man, they stick out.
Yeah. I don't know if he thinks that's a good thing or bad thing. He might be thinking that's a good thing. Yeah. And James Miller says after Babyface P surgery, he could join Josh in his pasty video. So I don't know if you know about this, but we're trying to put money together to get boobs for Babyface P.
Well, I'd be down to give to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you be down with one of the Joshes be down to also get boobs?
I already have them, so I don't really need them.
Oh, okay. What about Skinny Josh?
How big of boobs are we talking here?
Okay, good question.
Are we talking D cups? Because that's a big difference.
Because I mean, if I'm going all out.
Oh, you're gonna okay? There you go. I was gonna say what.
We're talking. Okay.
Oh, okay. If you're gonna go all out. All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, cool. Let me see. Let's pivot over to some other things going on. By the way, when we get into the last half hour of the show, we'll figure out who gets all this swag here. So we are going to get back to that. Was there any other new stuff going on you guys wanted to talk about?
Visca.
Visca? What is that?
The new AK they just came out with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it failed miserably.
Yeah.
Okay, Visca?
Yeah.
VSKA.
VSKA.
Yeah.
What I want to know is why America can't make an AK that works.
Okay, is that a Century Arms?
It sure is, yep.
Okay. And how do you guys know it's not working?
Well, I mean, if you Tim, Military Arms Channel, and a couple other people collaborated and did a video with the Visca, and I guess they got about to the 1,500 round count, and I guess they completely killed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The barrel pin sheared, the barrel walked, the rifle lost headspace.
Yeah.
It was completely closing on a no-go gauge.
On two of them, not just one. It was
on two different rifles.
One of them was 800 rounds. The other one was 1,500 rounds.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a communist pattern rifle. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, all these communist countries make these rifles and stuff. And
Are you an AK or an AR guy?
Me? Listen, I like guns. If you had to pin me down on one or the other, I would say I'm probably more of an AR guy. But I do like AKs. But I think you're saying with AKs, how can you mess up an AK? It's pretty straightforward. Well, people mess up building AKs every day, and people mess up building ARs every day. Not everyone builds a good AR, right?
Yeah. I agree with that. I just let Josh build all my ARs, and we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
But why can America not? Because I mean, we have interordinance. Interordinance has failed miserably. With building AK pattern rifles. I'm not saying that they failed miserably on every single one of them, but they have a bad rap. Same way with there's a couple of companies out here. I think Riley Defense, they build all their stuff in house and it's all American made. They're pretty decent. I talked to them when I was down in Georgia, but it seems like everybody that's making AK pattern rifles in the United States, they're not
performing well.
They're not performing. They're not.
So okay, Richard Rasnick says because the employees making them in the U.S. aren't blitzed on vodka.
What was it now?
They're not blitzed on vodka.
Oh yeah.
They're not drunk. You have to be drunk and sitting in a communist nation to build a proper AK. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, there's guys building them in caves in Pakistan. I mean, they're
so how can we not get this right? If there's people building them in caves in Pakistan,
right?
How can we not get this right?
You know what? I think that's close. What Richard is saying is probably close to what's going on, right? Now they're building these from scratch here, or are they importing things, putting things together? I don't know what the deal is with this particular one.
The Visca, what they're doing is they're trying to build a 100% American-made AK. So every part is made in America, from the trunnions to barrels, gas blocks, the whole 9 yards. They're making them 100% in the United States.
Right.
But the thing is I guess they're not forging parts; they're milling parts.
And that should actually make it in some cases better. It might be a little bit heavier, right. But it should make it better. Look, I think that it just comes down to the people, to the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, especially if they're trying to sell that at a certain price point, and whoever is in charge of the guys putting that together, whoever's overseeing the quality control on all of that, if they're not on top of those people, and if they just don't understand what goes into it, they can't impart it to the people. If they're not paying them enough money, if they're not paying attention enough to what they're doing, if they're rushing putting these together because they need to get so many done in such a time so that they can put them out for this price, then you're going to run into these kinds of issues.
Like the same thing with the P365. In my opinion, that gun's a turd. And the reason why is because they tried to push it out so quick, and they did all the testing on people. Basically, they didn't really. I just think that they did it wrong that way. They rushed it out and they just couldn't get it right.
Yeah. And listen, that has not seemed to not work for them. Seems like they're selling guns. I think the whole AK thing is very easy for people to fall into a trap selling AKs. I think they want to because there's lots of people that like AKs. And then the AKs have this reputation that you could just do anything to it and it's going to run.
Yeah.
Which is
that's true.
That's not really true. I don't find that to be true.
As far as what they're saying is that you can do whatever to them and they'll run, is what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't really think you can do whatever to them. I think one of the drawbacks of an AK, it's the tolerances are a lot looser. It's a lot more open to the environment. So can it take a lot? Yes, absolutely. It could go through a lot. But there are things that can stop an AK or break it. I've done it.
Yeah.
So, there's a fallacy out there amongst people. There's a feeling or a myth or whatever that an AK could take anything and go through anything. It'll never break.
Right.
You could build it out of, plow parts or something like that, and it's going to be awesome. So I just think that that's one of the things going on. And for someone to do it here, they probably just need to slow down, take their time, and make sure. Where do you guys know where they're assembling these AKs at all?
No, I sure don't. No.
Okay. I'm just curious as to where they're doing that. Huh?
I'm not an AK guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
something I'll have to look into, but I know that it's strictly all United States made.
Okay. Yeah, but the reason why I'm asking you where, because I've seen that there's companies building lots of things, not just AKs, but there are companies building things, and either because of the state that they're in or other things that come up, the people that are building these and putting them together aren't necessarily enthusiasts of what they're building.
Yeah.
And then they don't go out there and shoot. So if I had guys building AKs, everyone on that production assembly line, we should have a range and everybody goes out there and shoots these things and becomes aware of how they're supposed to perform and therefore how they're supposed to be built, right?
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
But I don't think that necessarily happens.
No.
Yeah. So that's the thing going on with there. All of that being said, I haven't shot it, but listen, I do give a lot of credit to the tests that Mac and a whole bunch of other guys out there that are doing with things. So
yeah. Do you stipple your firearms?
No. I do have some that are stippled, but I don't personally stipple stuff, and I'm not a big stippler.
Yeah. Well, that's what we our next 7/6 Tuesday video is going to be on. Basically, it's going to be on whether or not you need stippling or not. And basically what is going on, did we already talk about this?
We threw a hint out there.
Okay, so basically what we did was everybody always talks about how if you're in a gunfight or whatever, shit, it's a fan situation, whatever, and you're bleeding or you have blood on your hands or you're sweating a lot or whatever, that's the reason why you need stippling. That's the reason why you need, grips,
extra grip,
talon grips, and all this sort of stuff, right? That's why you need all that stuff. But basically, our video was exploring that today by throwing baby oil all over our hands and see it and hold on to them, basically. And
okay, how'd that work out for you? I'm sure you've done that a lot of times.
Yeah, no, I mean it wasn't bad, honestly. I mean, it was less than I expected. Like I could hold on to it a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stippling worked.
No, I'm saying we didn't really. I mean, I'm on any of them. It doesn't really matter which one we put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it be factory texture or whether it be stippling or whether it be talon grips, either one.
You still had good grip on it. Why did you go with baby oil? I mean, I think blood would probably be a little different.
Think of that would do the trick.
Oh, really? I mean, did you guys test some like real blood? Did you cut like Josh and see what?
No. I saw what's the guy that runs Knockout Lights on Instagram, Facebook? Oh man, he's
no idea.
He's got a daughter that's really, really good at shooting, and she's like famous at it. Anyway,
okay.
I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway,
mm-hmm.
This dude did a video one time, and he actually cut his hand with whatever he was doing, and he put it all over his firearm and everything, and it seemed to work just fine. Like he didn't lose his grip at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes to show you that people out there need to. I think they need to experience those things. I think they need to maybe not go as far as throwing baby oil on their hands or whatever, but you should train in the rain. I think you should, have water on your hands. You sweat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes down to it, you need to know what.
You never know where the fight's going to be.
Right.
Yeah, I think you should just go out there and train in general of some sort. Even if you can't afford to take training classes with someone, you can go to the range and you can practice, train there. There's things that you can do to get some level of training. You should probably go out there and train with someone, in my opinion, and then you'll find out things. So we could ask the folks out there, what do you guys think about that? Are you guys for or against stippling?
Yeah.
And how does stippling work for you? I think that one of the things that I've seen with myself and other people, when they over stipple a gun, that gun also annoys the living crap out of their human flesh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Depending on where you put it at, I mean, Glock wise, I wouldn't put it anywhere up here and stuff like that, because obviously that's where your hand's gonna be riding at for the most part. Underneath where your finger grooves are in this area and in the back, I would say would need it. If they were going to do it. But to me, I think that it's more of a look thing. I think it's more of a decorative thing than an actual needing to have it.
Yeah, my pistol is now tactical versus actually having
I think it's also, isn't it also like a cheap modification that people can do themselves?
Yeah, but a lot of times it looks like shit.
Yeah, well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
There's a lot of companies out there that make a living doing the stippling, and they look really, really awesome. But a lot of them use a 3D or the laser engraver and stuff like that. I've heard those laser engravers though actually make it really smooth.
Yeah,
because I guess the lasering or whatever is not
kind of melts it. Yeah, solid and flat. Yeah,
so it's kind of like it's decorative. In my opinion, I think it's decorative.
Yeah.
I would say that I would agree with it being decorative. I know that for example, if I go training, if I'm doing pistol training with a Glock, whatever Glocks I take with me, there's nothing done to them. I don't do anything to the trigger. I don't do anything to anything. I've been out training and gotten a slide bite off of a Glock because I got big, fat, meaty hands and been bleeding all over it, and it's been fine.
Yeah, same with me. I carry a Glock 26 with a 19 size magazine, and it's got like an X grip on it. Anyway, but that Glock 26 for the longest time, it pushed my hand up so far that it did slide bite a lot, and there was blood and stuff like that, and I never had a problem with it.
Yeah, but that's why I like the fact when you can change the back straps. I'm not sure. I forgot what generation was it. The Gen 4s that started that.
Gen 4, yeah. I have a Gen 3, so it was pretty much set in stone.
Yeah. I like the fact that you can change that if you can get, if you can get a different back strap there, it helps.
Yeah,
I think to fit your hand. But listen, there's people out there. I think what happens is that with all of these things, we're all into that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like with anything, like with your car or anything else in the world, even with each other, sometimes we've got to dress up for each other, put on a wig or whatever it is to make it different and exciting. And I think that's why people do it. So I'm not knocking anyone for doing it. If it works for you in your system and you're thinking about whatever it is and you go out there and you train with it and all that and it works for you, then fine. But I think you do have to think about how that's going to be practical every day with you doing whatever you're doing. So
I carry a stock firearm. I don't do anything to it. There's nothing done to my firearm that I carry because I don't. First of all, if you're in a situation, I'm pretty sure that they take your firearm. I mean, because it's an investigation, right? I'm pretty sure they take.
Depending on where it is and what happened and all that, probably, yeah.
Yeah. So they take that, so you lose it. First of all, so if you got $600 Glock and you put $600 worth of modifications to it, you're out $1,200. But that's not the only reason. I carry it stock just because I want it to work. I don't want it to have a chance of it failing. I don't want it. What is the trigger that everybody puts in there all the time?
Like Apexes?
Apex trigger, yeah. I'm not saying that those aren't great triggers. I'm sure they are. I don't want to put one in mine because I know that stock is going to work, basically.
Yeah. I see Clovertack is in here. He says the new Hank Strange Mohawk wig. I can see it now. $1 million idea. Not sure what he's talking about. Someone else must be talking about that. I have no idea. Yeah, listen, I think that's the same thing. People buy guns and they change the triggers, they change everything out in it. So, if that works for you, it works for you. I tend not to do that.
Yeah.
I do have Glocks that are modified, but that's typically not what I'm going to carry on me or train with.
Yeah.
Those are my fun guns, right?
To have a race gun or whatever people want to call it, that's cool. I mean, I'm in the process of doing it to one of these right now, so I think it'd be cool to have one just to have. Maybe if you're doing like IDPA or US, whatever that's called, USPCA, I guess. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever that is. If you want to do the 3-gun competition stuff and have something like that, that's cool. But to me, carrying wise, I'm just going to carry a stock pistol that I know is going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Jafari H says, I never changed backstrap until a couple of weeks ago on my P10C. Made a huge difference. Totally worth it to me. Wish I wouldn't have been so stubborn before.
P10Cs are awesome.
Yeah. I think that's something that That's an argument for changing things a little bit, right? Or doing things to it. And I think even with the stippling that I was just thinking, I think that if you're gonna wear gloves, stippling might be really good.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, right? If you're wearing gloves when you're shooting, maybe there's some competition people that works for them. So
That's true. I guess I've never shot IDPA or anything like that.
Yeah, me either.
We've done a steel challenge a couple times.
Mhm.
And we've done like some bug matches at local gun ranges and stuff like that. But as far as like a sanctioned match or whatever, we've never done anything like that. Have you ever done anything like that?
No, I'm not into competition shooting really. I have done some competitions and stuff. I think what did I did? I think I did it a couple months ago. Sometime this year I did some kind of competition against some other YouTube guys in something. That I basically lost because the other guys cheated. But or cheated better than me, I should say.
Wait, how so? How so?
No, they didn't really cheat. They didn't really cheat. They were just better than me. They were younger. Huh?
Spill the beans. What happened?
No, they were younger than me, so they were a little bit faster. They were, whatever. Yeah. So it was kind of a group thing. So it was teams. So it was a group of twos going up against each other. So, they were a little lighter, a little faster than me, I guess. It's all good.
We're gonna go live.
I'll take it. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see here. I want to go through some other news things that are coming up. It's 8:30, so we're getting ready to pick that winner of who's getting all this stuff here. So hopefully you guys are getting ready for that. Hopefully everyone's gotten their comments in on the Black Diamond Guns and Gear YouTube channel, because that's where they're going to go to. You guys need to check in to see who the comments and all that, and start figuring out who you'd like to give it to. I'm hoping that we get someone who hasn't already won something to win it here, because that's what I want to do. I want to spread the love out to more folks out there. So I'm hoping that someone who has not already won something is going to win it with you guys. But ultimately, it is up to Josh and Josh here to figure this out.
Up to us who we're going to give it to?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay. You guys are gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go look at the comments and everything, and pick someone out of there. I'm flipping through the blogs to see if there's anything that I really want to talk about right now. I don't know if there's anything out there in the news that you folks all want to talk about. We talked about the Dick CEO. I think we talked about the Nevada governor-elect Sisolak, who wants to ban assault weapons and silencers and bump stocks and all that in Nevada.
So I mean, what's the definition of an assault weapon?
Well, they defined it there, didn't they?
They defined it, but I mean, like I hear, tons of people. I was talking to a lady earlier, probably earlier this week, and I was like, hey, you ever shot guns? Have you ever went to the range and stuff like that? She's like, well, I've shot a shotgun before. I was like, how what'd you think about it? She's like, oh, it wasn't too bad. She goes, but assault weapons scare me. And I'm like, well, what defines an assault weapon? She's just like, yeah, like a
big black scary gun.
Like an AR-15. And I'm like, you do realize like an AR-15 isn't as devastating as that shotgun that you just shot. And she's like, yeah, but you don't have to, you don't have to reload an AR-15 where you have to reload this shotgun. I'm like, excuse me now. Hold on now. What were you shooting, like a single shot H&R or something?
Yeah, I think people are always going to move that. They're going to always move that football. What's up?
Hank, wave to everybody.
What's up, people? Let's see. Can the people out there see me? I'm waving. I don't know if they can hear me. They probably can. You guys have the audio on. What up? What's going on?
We're live on Hank Strange's podcast, so you should go over to YouTube and check him out.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't understand that. I don't understand, like, everybody, and I guess it's these, extreme leftists that think, oh, well, these assault weapons or these black rifles or, AK-47s, they think that we own these fully automatic machine guns, basically.
They don't realize that you actually have to have a license to do that.
Yeah, I mean, all these people that think this, I'm like,
a license that takes a lot of regulations to get through to do that.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's expensive. It's a lot. It's a bunch of regulations and hoops that you have to jump through to do it. I think if you're asking me what they define it as, I believe that they just put there's crazy definitions that they put on a rifle that makes it to them an assault weapon or a scary gun, and I think they're going to keep expanding that. Huh?
It's just their perception of what a assault rifle is. It's not really a thing. It's
Well,
just what
there's places, if it has a pistol grip, they consider it that. If it has a Picatinny rail, if it has a vertical grip, there's a whole bunch of different things. I'm guessing if you could put a light on it and do this thing and do that thing.
Yeah.
So that definition is one that they could keep expanding to eliminate everything, right?
Yeah.
I can put all that same stuff on a 8mm Mauser from the early 1900s.
Yeah. Well, if you talk
Does
like,
that
so
make
for
it a-
example, I've got a 1911 right here that has Picatinny rail on it. You can put all kinds of things on there. I could put a red dot on that thing if I wanted to. So at some point they're going to extend it to things like this. Doesn't look like your typical 1911 because it's polymer.
If you look at the band that they're trying to put through from the senator in New York, he defines an assault weapon by it's literally just like any semi-automatic. That's pretty much what they're getting at. They want it's not just an assault weapons ban or a 3D gun printing ban. It's literally they're trying to take away all semi-automatics. Doesn't matter what they are.
Yeah, I think the ultimate destination is to take all guns. But the way that they're going about it in America differently from other places is to just slowly keep closing that gap until you're down to bolt actions or black powder. And they're like, you know what? Those are really dangerous.
Yeah.
So you might as well just give that up too.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think, but we're the ones that have to, like I said, stand up, draw a line in the sand on that particular thing. So
is that where America's going?
If we don't do something about it,
is that where we're headed?
are we headed to Nazi Germany?
Well, I mean, not necessarily Nazi Germany, but I mean, are we headed towards something like that?
For sure, we're headed towards socialism.
Yeah.
Confiscation. And then ultimately, just basically, I mean, I don't know if they want to like make the ultimate race or whatever they want to do, but it's just it's relatively the same idea. I think. I mean, they just want to get rid of guns completely.
Yeah, I think what I think personally, right, and the future is variable. It doesn't exist yet, right? We're all guessing on what it's going to be, but I think ultimately they want more control over people.
Yeah.
And I don't really think they care about races. I think what they do care about is control over people.
Yeah.
That there's things they want us to do and not do. But there's a realization that you can't make people do things. You have to have some kind of leverage over people. And in America, there's already a lot of guns here, so it makes it very difficult for them to just go in there and have this kind of leverage over people to force people to do things, right?
Right.
So the way the way to go about that is first you got to disarm these people, and then when they don't have any claws or fangs anymore, then you can go in there and then just do anything to them. What are they really going to do?
Did you hear about the buyback that they're doing in California?
Yeah, they're doing buybacks all over the place.
Yeah, this one in California that this guy, what's his name, Solwork or Salt, I don't really know the guy's name. Anyway, senator from California. He just got elected, and he's putting in basically the ban saying that if you bring your assault weapons in, then they'll give you so much for them. I think it's anywhere between $250 and $1,000. And if you don't bring them in, and because in California, don't you have a registry? Don't you have to register your firearms?
I think after a certain point, like it was a couple of years ago, you had to register all of your pre-existing black rifles.
Yeah, I think starting this year they switched over, so you had to be California legal or register, something along those lines. But I think a lot of people just ignored that.
Well, they're saying that if you don't come back or you don't bring it to the buyback, then they are pretty much giving you a felony.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either bring us your guns or you're going to be a felon.
Mm-hmm.
But that's confiscation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, I think California is doing all kinds of bad, man. For us, like you guys obviously don't get into this all the time, and I think we do here. I think we know that California is doing all kinds of bad things, and the people of California are going for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's very dangerous. And at some point, people in California are going to wake up and realize that they've allowed a lot of bad things to happen. But to be honest with you, people all over America right now are asleep and allowing a lot of crap to happen to them.
Yeah.
You know, so when we were talking before about what's here in what's in effect in Florida, that quote unquote bump stock ban that they did made anyone who owns a firearm that the rate of fire has been increased, a felon technically.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's just lots of laws going on the books like that. And I think it seems like people think, well, no one's actually going to use those laws or prosecute anyone. And then the next thing you know, you're going to wake up one day and there's lots of people getting prosecuted and lots of people becoming prisoners.
Right. And that's one thing that I looked at is especially in Florida. I mean, there's a lot of weapons manufacturers in Florida that this would definitely affect, right?
Say that again.
There's a lot of weapons manufacturers in Florida like that this would directly affect, wouldn't it?
I think so, but I don't really see those people getting up in arms. There are a lot of manufacturers here, but I think what it is, it's if you modify it technically the way that the law is written.
Okay.
So if it's already modified, I don't think it counts, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's people that are not gun people and have probably never shot guns and probably never going to. Those are the people writing the laws about guns, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. But as we said earlier in the beginning of this, I think that the industry as a whole is just sitting back right now and not doing anything about it. And a lot of these laws are really stupid. They don't make any sense. But, you know, that doesn't mean that people won't use them. So people are sitting back and really not pushing back against these things. But one day you're going to have someone in Florida that's you're going to have governors and stuff like that are going to go, yeah, we're going to start using all these things, just like you're seeing. I guarantee you, no one in Nevada ever thought that they would elect a governor who would say that he's going to ban all this stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy, man. I can't believe that's going. Now, how far has that gotten?
Well, he's not in office yet.
Oh, okay.
He's just proposing.
Yeah, he just got elected. He's the governor elect.
He's the governor elect. Wow.
Yeah.
And saying that, I mean, I understand that, like, say they did do, rate increasing, stuff, or even California, you can't have an assault weapon in California. It's going to be illegal. Well, people are still going to have them,
Yeah.
In nationwide, meth is still illegal. Murder is still illegal. It still happens, So, I mean,
it's true.
All these things are still illegal. People still do them. Human trafficking has never been legal,
I think there's a breaking point that's coming. I don't really know when that point is, when we're going to get to it. I just think,
no, I don't really love cocaine. I'm just saying that was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cocaine's illegal. People still do it.
Do you think that the United States is headed towards a civil war?
Not at breakneck speeds. Not at breakneck speeds. No, I think if at some point in the future, maybe it's probably.
War, you mean like right?
Basically
right
like the
left,
the right against the left. Yeah.
I think at some point, but I think at some point that's probably going to happen, but it's probably going to happen when it's too late. I think there's just going to come a point where people are going to get aggravated and really mad at a lot of things that are going on, but because of the slow boil, they would not have noticed it. So most people are not noticing what's happening. We notice it because we're closer to it, right? We're looking at all this stuff and we're like, well, and we're looking at it every day. So time is relative. For most people out there that are just going about their lives and not thinking about this, they're just going to wake up one day in a world and ask themselves, how the hell did we get here? And then I think a huge number of them are going to get really mad. If you could just look at what's going on around the world, people are talking about like what's happening in France, where people are rioting because of this thing or that thing. I think, pretty much the price of gas in France is something like $7 a gallon.
Holy crap.
Comparably to what we have. All those kinds of things are going to happen. And when people wake up in that, they're going to get mad about it. But that's what I was saying to you, that's why the first thing to do is disarm the people, defang the people, declaw everyone. So when that day comes and the government says, look, we don't want you guys to drive anymore. Yeah. We want to save the environment. You can't drive anymore, but you people still insist on driving. Well, we're going to put all these kinds of taxes on your car.
Yeah.
You know, or we're gonna raise the price of gas up to this thing. You know, and by the time that people actually get mad out there, I think it'll be too late for them to really do anything about it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, the one funny thing about America is the only way for them to get rid of all the guns, if you stopped right now, all the manufacturing of guns, there's already a lot of guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
There's people that rat hole guns, man.
Yeah. So at some point, there's going to have to be something of going around and getting guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see how that comes. Okay.
It's not possible for them to get them all, first of all, but.
Well, maybe that's when that's when people will actually get mad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we'll see. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at your video and see how that video is doing right now. It looks like you've gotten a couple of views. You've gotten a couple of subscribers. I think you guys went up, I don't know, 40 something subscribers.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
160 views on that video. We're up to 1552. We were at 1526 when I last checked, but you said we were at 1507.
Yeah.
So we basically went up 50 subscribes or 50 subs or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
See the comments.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good comments in there. Have you guys had a chance to look through and see which comments you like?
I was on Instagram. I have to go. I have to look at my thing here. See, bye.
Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I'll tell you guys. Why don't you guys pick out let's pick out 3 people that you like their comments in there, and I'll help you out I'll help you guys pick out one of those people. So let's see. Just go through it. You got a ton of comments in there. I'm scrolling down.
Let's see. I got CR1W Moob Jiggles. I like his name. So
Moob Jiggles. Yeah, he's got a cool name. Okay.
Let's do D Junior Partners Ltd.
Okay. So that's is that who you want to go with?
Oh, I thought I was just picking.
Oh, that's one of the 3. Okay, so D Junior Partners Ltd, Moo Jiggles. Who else?
Let's go all the way to the bottom and see what's up. Let's see. How about Clayman 302?
Clayman 302. I'm trying to see that. I don't actually see that one in there. So okay, so
he hashtag 76 Tuesday and Taco Tuesday.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Clayman 302. We got Boob Jiggles. Let's see. Whose comment do you guys like the best out of there?
Taco Tuesday is pretty cool. I really just like Moob Jiggles' name, honestly.
Okay, you like Moob Jiggles? I say let's go with Moob Jiggles.
Moob Jiggles sounds good to me.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that Moob Jiggles hasn't won anything. You can let us know. I think he's in here. He's in this chat. You know, so there you go. Moob Jiggles. These got the guys. Huh?
Sounds a lot like a lot of parts that I like.
Yeah. Okay, so Moob Jiggles, the Joshes have chosen you. What you need to do is you need to go to hankstrange.tv if you haven't already and register your email with hankstrange.tv. Send us a message through that and you win all the stuff in the box. For anyone out there that didn't win the stuff, we're giving away stuff every day that we're going to be on the air doing the live podcast in December. So, you know, there's going to be lots of other chances to win. You know, there you go. And Moob Jiggle says, I finally won the artist formerly known as Moo Butt. Maybe it was good luck changing your name. I don't know.
I don't know. I just saw this on here too. Let's see. I shoot my AK naked. I think that's a really funny name.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's someone who's always here. I shoot my AK naked. So, you know, good name. I don't know if I shoot my AK naked has won anything. But you know, maybe next time we'll keep him in mind because I want to spread all the love.
Yeah.
Spread all the love. So
that's a ton of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of stuff. So that's going to be going out to you, Boob Jiggles. Let us know where you are.
So in saying that, you said that there was a Hank Strange patch in there.
Oh
Where do
yeah,
you-
there is.
Where do you get your patches made from?
These
Because
patches.
the subscribers asked about.
There's the Hank Strange patch right there.
Your patch.
I actually have one of those patches. You gave it to me already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think these patches were made in China. There's a company. If you really want to know, ask Lola. She's got the contact info for those guys for those
I'll
patches.
text her and ask her.
Yeah, that's pretty much where all the patches are made. So
cool.
Yeah.
I've gotten my patches made in the past from Milspec Monkey. He does stuff, but pretty much he cleans, like he'll help you design or clean up the design, and then he gets them made in China as well. So I think that's pretty much where the patches are getting made nowadays.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the process of getting patches. We don't have them yet, but we're shopping around, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Move Jiggles, by the way, I see people reminding you. Hopefully you'll share some love on the social medias and you'll continue to follow the Joshes and all that. You should definitely get in there and thank the Joshes.
Jays.
Yeah. He says, at one big, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket. That's what Move Jiggle says. Myself and the Joshes lay claim to a percentage of anything that you win from the lottery.
Yes. I at least need a quarter.
Yeah. A quarter for each of us, and you can have a quarter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There you go. Okay,
Half automatically.
yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to Moob Jiggles, on winning that. And thanks to everyone that did participate in that. That was really cool.
Yeah,
as I've said before, we'll give out more stuff. So
really appreciate you guys going and subscribing, man. That's great. We really appreciate it.
yeah, and you guys do giveaways on your channel as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just did one. It was just we've gotten tack packs and stuff like that we've done, opening boxes and all that kind of stuff, and some stuff we got from a couple different shoots and stuff we've been to. And I'll be honest with you, we get a lot of stuff, so we can't use it all. I mean, you can, but we'd rather give it away to people that watch us. So
yeah, absolutely, that's a good thing to do. Give it back to the people. I see 904 Outdoors in the chat, by the way. Shout out to the 904 Outdoors as well. Gatorbait says, great show, Hank Strange. Gatorbait is out. Thanks for joining, Gatorbait. I wonder, is Gatorbait in Gainesville? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if he's in Gainesville or not. Okay, so let's see. Before we wrap it up here, let's see what else is going on. What kind of videos? So I know you guys have the stippling test coming up. What other kind of videos do you guys have planned?
There's so many. We're trying to think of some things. Like I said, we do a lot of 7.6 Tuesday videos outside of the range. We're trying to think of things to do in the studio because it's so cold outside.
I think we're going to try to do a Christmas video.
Yeah.
Okay, and along what lines?
We got a couple of things coming up for the things that people say. They say people that are gun people that aren't really gun people. Like they
kind
say,
of the stuff that grinds your gears that you hear,
Oh, okay.
We're going to have John Patton and Sean Heron and Johnny B and from 180 Second Ideas. All those guys are going to help us with it. But we got one coming out with the things that people say. I'll just say that. And so it'll be pretty funny.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. So everyone out there, stay tuned to these guys. They're going to have some good content coming up. Let me see. I'm looking up for things in the news. I did see this bit of news. NYPD. Hold on. Let me actually throw this up so you guys can see it. I'll put it up in the chat. I don't know whether you guys can see the chat or not, but I'll throw the link up so that you can see it here. So this is some news from the NYPD. And the headline is NYPD to deploy drones over New York. And not everybody's on board. The New York Police Department has announced new plans to put drones in the air above the Big Apple, listing search and rescue missions and hostage situations as a couple of the intended applications. With 14 newly acquired aircraft from Chinese drone giant DJI, the NYPD hopes to push it into unmanned aviation to help protect and serve. According to the department, the drones will be operated by licensed police force members as a way of providing tactical support to all of its bureaus.
Not to change the subject, but do you use any DJI products?
I used to. I don't really anymore. I think DJI was doing a lot better than GoPro, and they are making good stuff. I think they are making good stuff. I got out of drones though. That's the thing, because I don't like the fact that they put all the restrictions on people for the drones. But and obviously they want to use the drones.
Using right now, we're currently using a Smooth 4 by I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's like I don't know. Anyway, Smooth 4 is actually really cool. It's a gimbal.
Okay,
that's the one we're using. It's actually really nice.
Yeah.
It's a gimbal for what?
For video, as far as like doing our YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, but is it for a phone? Is it for a camera?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, all of our videos on YouTube are done by our phone.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. Okay, so and
our phones can shoot, 4K at 60 frames per second. So until we have the need to buy a $6,000 camera for us to do YouTube videos with that we're not getting paid for, why not just use our phone?
No, I think your phone is very good to do. I do videos from my phone all the time.
Yeah.
So, I don't think there's anything. Phones have pretty good cameras nowadays.
Yeah.
Back to that article. I mean,
it said in the article headline says that it says not everybody is on board. Well, of course not.
Yeah.
Who would be?
Well, that's one of the things with drones. Like these same drones from DJI, regular people cannot use them unless they're licensed, and then they have all these rules that you have to follow, which pretty much tells you can't fly the drones anywhere. Yeah, nowadays for a drone like that, you have to get licenses, and all these companies didn't push back on that, just like what the firearms industry is doing. And now the companies are getting contracts to sell the drones to police departments and things like that. And it appears like that's what the companies are more concerned with, right?
Because people couldn't use them. They're just like, oh, well, now we got to figure out something else. Oh, let's sell them to the police.
Yeah. Do you know something else that's like that? Like, I don't know, guns.
Yeah, exactly.
That the companies, they really want to sell it to the police departments and the governments or whatever. At the same time, those people want to take it away from the people. So
only policemen should have guns, right?
Yeah, no.
Well, I kind of feel like these drones are kind of like an invasion of privacy in a way. If you
do?
I mean, okay.
I could see how they could help, though.
I could see how they could help, but
if they got somebody running from them. But yet again, that's what they got choppers for, right? Don't they follow people on choppers when they're running?
So do you think the drones are an invasion of privacy on behalf of the police department or the government or whoever is flying the drones?
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but they don't feel like you have any privacy. They invade your Facebook and anything else that you have. And if you're in public also, you don't have any reasonable expectation of privacy.
If you don't think these phones are listening to you, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife the other day about we need to get our dog another bed. And I was talking like, well, I wonder if they have any that are like elevated so she can get some air underneath her, because she's an English bulldog. She just lays there all day. She was like, I don't know, maybe we could look for them. Well, like a day later, I'm scrolling through my feed. Guess what's on there for me to buy? Elevated dog bed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're telling me they don't listen to you? You're nuts. Because they listen, man.
Yeah, well, they're tracking everything that you do, even when you do things on other devices and all that, depending on what phone you're using and what you have going on. I don't know. What are you using, iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yeah. So if you have other Apple devices, they're probably tracking things that you do across the device platform.
I do not doubt it 100%.
Yeah. So I think we don't have, listen, I do think it's an invasion of privacy. There's lots of invasions of privacy on the behalf of the government, but when they want to take things from us, they say that we can't do that. So one of the problems with drones in lots of states, if you guys look it up, you're not actually supposed to be flying drones without a license as a person. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. Huh?
No matter how big or small they are?
I think they there's a size, but it's not as big as you think that you have to go. So those DJI drones that you see that are, I don't know, like this big, you have to have a license for them.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah. So that's interesting. 904 Outdoor says, I started my channel with an iPhone 3. He's talking about me. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first started this channel, that was what I was making videos with. You know what I think about this? I don't like it. I don't think it's a good thing. But here's the funny thing. The government, the NYPD is going to get drones, and they get some DJI drones.
Yeah.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like what the hell are those? Why aren't there some better drones that they could get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to get something, can't you get some better drones than this? You know, and what the hell can these drones do other than record stuff? Also, these drones don't have a long battery life or anything like that. So I don't know how they're really going to do anything for anyone.
I've seen people try to put, guns and stuff on drones before. I think there was a show. I can't remember what the show was. It might have been Mythbusters or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they put a 9mm on a drone before it has fired.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it. Yeah,
like it would move, I guess, when it shot the firearm, but it would.
Yeah, I think that you need to think about the payload that the drone is going to carry. Like the DJI drones are pretty much designed to carry a very light payload, usually a camera.
Futuristic, man. Can you imagine that drones flying around with guns on them?
Yes, I can. I mean, we already have drones flying around with missiles on them. So
yeah. Well, I mean, like for civilian use here is what I'm saying. Like,
for civilian use, I can't imagine you having anything. I don't think you're going to be able to use your PP for civilian use.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, whatever we do as civilians, we will not be allowed to do.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. And whatever the government wants to do, they will be allowed to do because they're the government and they could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, and we can't. I mean, I know it's probably getting tired to some people to listen to that, but that's kind of the realm that we're moving into with all of this stuff, right?
That's the problem.
Why does the CIA and all these people, why do they not have to worry about these NFA laws and stuff like that, Secret Service. I mean, I see them carrying around, post-sample MP5s all the time and stuff,
Yeah, because they are protecting people that are important and we're not important.
That's the thing. I was watching
I'm not, I don't believe that. I believe that we are very important, but the government does not believe in your importance.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson, is that the guy on Fox News? Is that the guy?
I think so. It's one of the guys, yeah.
He was interviewing the guy that is trying to introduce the ban in California or whatever. His name is Saul Wright or something like that. I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway, maybe somebody in the chat will know it. But he's introducing a ban in California, and he was basically asking him. He kept asking him over and over and over again. The guy would never answer his question. He was like, "So you're saying it's okay for you to be in this room and you to have these bodyguards and have these armed guards and stuff?" And the guy was like, "They're not armed guards. They're policemen." He was like, "Well, you're skating around my question. I'm asking you if it's okay for you to have armed guards to protect you, but it's not okay for me to have a gun to protect my family." And the guy just kept saying, "Police are being outgunned. You don't want the police to be outgunned," and all this sort of stuff. He would never answer the question. But the fact is that he does have armed guards, whether they be policemen or armed guards or whatever. They're there protecting him at always. Doesn't matter. Like why does he give a shit whether or not we have guns or not? He's protected. Doesn't matter to him.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But Absolutely. He would never answer the question. He would just skate by it every single time he'd answer or ask him. He'd just skate by it.
Yeah, because that's a question you actually cannot answer. That's the reason why those guys don't want to answer that. Of course, there's lots of people who I saw a meme. Someone put up a meme about the Pope because I think the Pope is saying that people who make guns are immoral and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's protected by a lot of guns.
Yep.
So I think that, it's ultimately what it comes down to is the government should be afraid of us, but they don't want to be. And you have to ask yourself, why does the government not want to be afraid of us? And why are they coming up with excuses and reasons why we should not defend ourselves? Every time I see a shooting or something like that, I don't think there needs to be less guns. I think there needs to be more guns when that happens.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But this is what they want to do, and this is the direction that we're going. The whole point of this is to try to push back on it and to wake people up before it's too late. Because I think once we get to that point where it's too late, then there's really not much we're going to be able to do other than complain about it at that point. When you've given up everything because you don't want to become a felon. That's why you notice now they're making everything that you do in regards to a gun, any law that they can put into effect, they're making you a felon for that. Yeah. So
exactly. The guy is Representative Swalwell.
Yeah. Yeah. Moob Jiggles says swallow well.
Yeah. Swallow. Yeah. Swallow.
Swallow well. Yeah.
He does probably swallow well.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's another podcast, but
Yeah. Yeah. So you know what? I mean, I think we're over the 9 o'clock hour. I know we did start late or whatever, but we should probably start wrapping it up.
he's
So
a douche canoe, is what we're saying.
a douche canoe. Yeah. Okay. Douche canoe. Is that like an Indian, Native American Indian term? Douche canoe.
Yeah, I'm half a part quarter Indian. Douche canoe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 1/1000th.
Yeah. 1/1000.
Yeah. Scamp 900 is reminding me that someone in the government said that we should be nuked if we don't want to give up our
He's
guns.
the guy that tweeted that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatevs. That's why I think we should be allowed to have nukes.
Yeah. The guy basically said, did you read the tweet that the guy was talking about?
Yeah. The Nukem one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't necessarily want a nuke. I just want an RPG. Just one.
I want a nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need an attack helicopter, a couple of tanks.
I need anything
nuclear submarines. Yeah. Yeah. Anything I could afford.
Anything I can get my hands on, I'd be
Yeah, I'll take it all. I'll take it all.
Doesn't matter what it. Yeah, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Dragon Man out in Colorado, doesn't he have all that kind of stuff?
Does he have nukes? No, but he has everything pretty.
But I mean, like pretty much
up
anything
to that. Up to that, yeah. So he's got pretty much
anything else.
Yeah, pretty much as close as you could get.
Does he have license stuff? Like I don't even know. I don't know a lot about him. I just know he has all kinds of stuff. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, he does.
Be its own country. Honestly,
I thought that they were pretty heavy on laws and stuff like that. There, are they not?
I think Colorado's changing like a lot of places. It used to be an easier place, but it's changing. Like lots of places out there. Dragon Man does have all the licenses for everything that he does. Yes.
Really? Wow. Have you ever been there?
Yes, I have. Absolutely. When I did the convoy across America with Barnauls, that was one of the stops that we made. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was there actually with Sean from We Like Shooting.
Yeah. Sean was telling me that they actually have the magazine ban in Colorado there, don't they?
They do, but I don't think that law enforcement is really enforcing that in Colorado. But I think they're going to have a slow creep, and they're going to keep getting things, just like Florida, just like other places. So.
Magpool was made there, right? And they moved out.
Yeah. You know, the problem is where are we going to go? Eventually, there's going to be nowhere to go. So
Tennessee,
the South.
I don't know, man. You know.
Yeah.
You guys think you're safe. That's dangerous.
Move to the South. I'm saying everybody else stay where they are. I like Tennessee, so
yeah.
I think it's dangerous to think that wherever you are in America that you're safe. You know, Texas is not safe. Florida obviously is not safe.
Yeah.
And lots of places in the South are really not safe, man.
Crazy to think about that Texas isn't safe. That's kind of nuts. Texas.
No, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's wrap this up here. Why don't you guys tell the folks out there how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you, and see what you guys do.
We do Black Diamond Guns and Gear on YouTube. We pretty much do a 7/6 Tuesday episode every Tuesday. Something comes up, whether it be at the range or anything like that, but most of the time it's range videos on 7/6 Tuesday. Then we put videos up throughout the week, different ones about gear and some other things that we're doing, whether they be short little skits or whatever we do. Those go up throughout the week, a couple times a week. And we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. You see a lot of us on Instagram and YouTube more than anything else. Facebook is just kind of there to talk about the other things that we're doing.
Yeah.
So we used to do a live show on Facebook, which sometimes we will go in and do another one, every now and then. But for the most part, we do a lot of stuff on YouTube now. But that's pretty much where you can find us on Instagram at Black Diamond Guns and Gear and Facebook at Black Diamond Guns and Gear.
All right, very cool. I want to remind everyone, definitely check these guys out on Instagram. I put up that video that I think I was showing either this week or I can't remember when I was doing that, when I showed that video now, to be honest with you, maybe Monday, but I showed a video of my Brony RDC.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram. I recommend everyone go, if you have Instagram, go check that video out. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go watch the video and find out what is a Brony. And how does EDC relate to that? Huh?
Brony.
No, Brony. Are you guys on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the Hank Strange Instagram right now, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a video there that has to do with Brony EDC. I recommend everyone go to Instagram and check it out. It's also, I've got it on Facebook, and it's on Twitter and a bunch of other places. I'll probably turn it on YouTube. It's a really short video, but you guys,
I tagged you in our live feed on our Instagram.
If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it here. I'll leave it on while you guys go over there and check it out. And I recommend everyone out there who has Instagram, go and check out this video and comment on it and all that kind of stuff.
Which video?
It should be the last video that I put up on Hank Strange.
Does it have a unicorn on it?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't turned it on.
Let's see the reaction.
Introduce you to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is the M3D from Full Conceal. What does your magical fairy tale EDC look like? Mine looks like this. Hashtag Brony EDC.
That's awesome.
So I was just having a little bit of fun singing.
It's for the Brony in all of us.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'll turn that on. I know there's people out there that don't have Instagram and all that. What's that?
So basically, what you're saying is hiding it in something that doesn't look suspicious.
Yeah, urban camouflage.
Something that a snowflake would just be like, "That's cool. It's got a unicorn."
Yeah,
on
that's so cute. Oh, yeah, he's one of us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Rolled out Glock.
Yeah, so check that out if you guys are doing it while you're checking out the Joshes from Black Diamond Guns and Gear. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us, everyone for commenting, subscribing to these guys. They're good guys, as you can see, easy to talk to, lots of fun, and I'm sure we'll have them on again.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for having us, and I appreciate everybody coming over and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, if you like the content, please share it with people that you think would like it also.
Absolutely. All right, good dudes there. We're gonna see you guys. What's today's Wednesday? We'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday. I don't have any clue who's coming on, but it's gonna be more fun. We're gonna give away more stuff, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Awesome. Have a good, safe night out there. We'll see you. We're out of here. Peace. We're out.